This document examines Sharknado, a film initially released on the SyFy channel in July 2013, and explores how it became a cultural phenomenon despite its absurd premise and low budget. The Birth of a Beautiful Disaster, Sharknado, was produced with a budget of only $1 to $2 million and directed by Anthony C. Ferrante. It starred Ian Ziering and Tara Reid, whose careers were not at their peak at the time. The film's premise involves a hurricane flooding Los Angeles, bringing man-eating sharks that are then picked up by tornadoes and hurled at citizens. This seemingly obscure disaster movie surprisingly became the most recognized work for its stars for an entire generation of viewers. The "so bad it's good" cinematic revolution, Sharknado uniquely occupies the "so bad it's good" genre because it deliberately embraces its absurdity while maintaining enough earnestness to avoid being a pure parody, unlike other legendary bad films that were sincere attempts gone wrong. It redefined disaster movie expectations by discarding logical constraints like physics and biological reality, prioritizing entertainment over realism through its complete absurdity. The film greatly benefited from social media, generating approximately 5,000 tweets per minute during its initial broadcast, creating a viral snowball effect. This demonstrated that in the social media age, being entertainingly terrible could be more valuable than being mediocre, and that calculated badness could be a legitimate marketing strategy. The anatomy of absurdity, what makes Sharknado work, escalating ridiculousness. The film constantly increases its absurdity to prevent audience boredom, exemplified by Ian Ziering's character jumping into a shark with a chainsaw and cutting his way out, self-awareness without winking. It balances acknowledging its ridiculousness with maintaining narrative seriousness. As characters react realistically to increasingly absurd scenarios, technical failures as feature, the laughably bad CGI, questionable editing, and wooden dialogue, which would normally sink a serious movie, contribute to Sharknado's charm and appeal. Cultural impact. From TV movie to global phenomenon, Sharknado transcended its origins as a TV movie to become a cultural phenomenon, influencing marketing strategies and pop culture. Its impact includes spawning 5 increasingly outlandish sequels, generating merchandise such as t-shirts, board games, and a slot machine, expanding to theatrical screenings for subsequent releases due to demand, attracting numerous celebrity cameos in sequels, including David Hasselhoff and George R.R. Martin. Its success also prompted networks and streaming services to promote intentionally low-quality films as events. The Ian Ziering Renaissance, Chainsaw Redemption, Sharknado unexpectedly revived Ian Ziering's career, who was best known for his role on Beverly Hills, 90210. Ziering initially took the role to maintain his SAG health insurance. The iconic scene where his character, Finn Shepard, uses a chainsaw to cut his way out of a shark after being swallowed became the film's most memorable moment and cemented Ziering's status as the franchise's unlikely hero. Ziering embraced this role through 5 sequels, maintaining a commitment to the material that balanced parody and earnestness. The SyFy channel strategy, quality is overrated. Sharknado's success was a result of SyFy's deliberate programming strategy, which had shifted from serious science fiction to more accessible, often campy content after its 2009 rebranding. Their formula involved combining impossible threats, sharks and tornadoes, casting recognizable but affordable actors, embracing technical limitations, and strategic premiere scheduling for social media impact. SyFy discovered that deliberately low-quality content could generate significant attention. The science of Sharknado. When reality bites back, the film deliberately flouts scientific reality for entertainment value. Scientific inaccuracies include shark biology. Sharks cannot survive out of water for extended periods, nor would they remain aggressive while being hurled through a tornado. Chainsaw mechanics. A chainsaw would not function inside a shark's stomach due to lack of oxygen in confined space. Tornado physics. Tornadoes lack the power to carry sharks or large volumes of water for significant distances, violating principles of fluid dynamics. These inaccuracies are intentional and have made the film a favorite example in science communication for explaining actual principles. Legacy. The Sharknado effect on modern pop culture. Sharknado legitimized the "so bad it's good" concept as a commercial strategy. Its influence on modern pop culture includes TV programming. Networks now regularly schedule event B-movies like Zombievers and Lavalantula to generate social media buzz, merchandise. The franchise proved that even intentionally bad content could generate substantial merchandise revenue. Marketing. It demonstrated the power of social media virality, leading brands to create absurd or self-aware campaigns. Filmmaking. It showed independent filmmakers that concepts and execution could overcome technical limitations, prioritizing audience engagement over production values. Viewing habits. The communal viewing experience helped normalize watching content specifically to mock or celebrate its absurdity on social media, making the second screen experience integral to consumption. The verdict: guilty of brilliant stupidity. Sharknado is deemed guilty of being brilliantly, deliberately, and profitably stupid. Its crimes against logic, science, and good taste are what make it celebrated. The film's legacy extends to influencing media consumption, network programming, and filmmaking with limited resources. By embracing its limitations and absurdity, Sharknado created a template for success that continues to impact popular culture. It is sentenced to eternal life as a cult classic, remembered for its chainsaw versus shark combat, redefining disaster movies, and proving that knowing the kind of ridiculous movie being made is an achievement.